Greetings. My name is Rosalie Fernandez-Davis, and I'm from Brownsville, Texas. If you don't know where that's at, picture the state of Texas, and we're at the tip, right on the Gulf of Mexico. I do jail ministry here in Brownsville. I've been doing it for about 3 years now, and I totally enjoy it. When I first started to go to the jail system, I was terrified. Let me just go a little bit back on how I got started. I had a nephew, and the good Lord took him about 3 years ago. But before he passed, he would always tell me, tell the women what God has done for you. His name's James, and I would tell him, Jimmy, what do you want me to tell him? He goes, just tell him what God's done for you. Well, when the good Lord took him, and right before my eyes he took him because I was with him, something in my heart started to stir, and all I could feel was, tell the women what God's done for you. Tell the women what God's done for you. Now, the reason that Jimmy could tell me this is because he knew my testimony. And we can talk in a few seconds about why possibly I didn't want to speak to anybody. But when he passed, I started to think, maybe I should tell them. And again, let's fast forward, and I was scared. And I did go into the jail system after approval, and I started speaking to them. Not freely because I was underneath some leaders there, but little by little, my testimony began to unfold in front of them. Now, being abused, if you've ever been abused, and there's all forms of abuse. You can be physically, sexually, mentally, there's all forms of abuse. At some point in your life, there comes shame and guilt with it. So I couldn't speak about it right off the bat, but I did start to speak. And I would share with them what had happened to me. And with speaking about it, trying to help another individual, there came freedom from all the shame I had and all the guilt I had. So in the back of my mind, I could hear his voice. Tell him what God's done for you. So as I go into the jail system and as I meet new women, it's to uplift them, to encourage them, and uplift the name of the Lord. That's what I do. Along with all of that, and it's been 3 years, and it's a step at a time, and new things develop. I've never forgotten how I got started. And even though he's not here, he's here because I'm doing it. Our motto now in the jail system is we don't quit, we don't give up, we don't back down. So my website is going to be designed to motivate you out there, to encourage you out there, and to tell you everything that I know about God. To tell you how He has helped me, how I've never quit, how I've never given up, and how I didn't back down. And along with all of this, of course, we all have fear at some points, some form of anxiety. You learn how to trust God, and it's, you know, we walk by faith, not by sight. So this trust increased little by little. So that's what I'm here to help, one person at a time. And this website, you'll be able to write me and ask me questions, and I will answer you. Most of it definitely will be based on my experience, what I know. God would never leave me nor forsake me, so He's not going to leave you or forsake you. That He calls you friend, calls me friend, knows how many hairs are on my head, and I've got a lot of hair. He knows everything about us inside out. What He started in us, He will finish. That there is a rainbow after the rain. That there is light at the end of the tunnel. That He does keep His promises. That's what this website's about. Motivating you. There's no reason to give up. You know, the Bible states that there are trials and tribulations, and it doesn't state that only some of us will go through it. All of us will have a trial. All of us will have a tribulation. But when you have God as the foundation, you're going to make it. There's no doubt. We're all going to make it. I speak on sexual purity. Now, instead of being, as I'm labeled when I go into the jail, as being one of the clergy, I'm a motivational speaker, biblical-based, Bible-based. I share with you everything that in my walk with the Lord I have learned, and I'm still learning, and I'll always be learning. I give a hand clap to my Bible teachers, to the ones that motivated me, the ones that encouraged me never to give up. And through all this process, that's why James said, go tell them your story. Go tell them that you were a single mother for most of all of your life. Go tell them that with your high school education, you were able to provide for your kids without child support, without welfare. Go tell them that your home's paid for. Go tell them that God has blessed you, that you work from home now. Go tell them, Rosie. It's heartfelt because during this trial and tribulation of my life, look at how God has brought me out. And you know, if you're going to go to the area of abuse, and I believe that everyone has at some point experienced, whether it be verbal abuse, a physical abuse, a sexual abuse, I believe everyone, there was some form of abuse, even if you just witnessed it. I can tell you, I too know what it is to be hit. I too know what it is to be fondled by someone. But God brought me through it. God can deliver you. God can heal you. He restores you. All of that was inside, He'll bring you joy again. If each and every one of us here on earth were to help one individual, we'd live in a better place. And that's my goal, to help one person at a time. And I have a vision that this website is going to help. Again, there's going to be a location where you can ask questions and I will answer them. There's going to be a location that you can view my t-shirts that I have designed on my sexual purity ministry. So check out my t-shirts. Tell me what you think of them. And you're going to be writing me at JDL Ministries, P.O. Box 876, La Feria, Texas 78559. The JDL stands for my nephew. His name is James David Lynn. So you'll be writing me there. So till next time, God bless you. And I'm going to tell you what I tell some close friends when I end a conversation with them and I want to encourage them. I tell them, go get him, Tiger. Till next time,